remember we talked about March 23rd, 2003? Well, when I left the hospital with Ben, I did what every single parent in this room has done. I signed that contract from Mr. Disney that said you cannot let this child leave the hospital unless you agree to come to one of my theme parks when your child is of a reasonable age. You guys signed that contract, right? This is a thing. Really? Okay. I signed it. And so the time came. The kids were old enough, and like I said, we go down to Sarasota every year, and one year we decided to piggyback Orlando onto it. We're going to take, they're old enough, I am contractually obligated, we're going to go to Disney. All right? So, my daughter was into Sleeping Beauty at the time. I mean, we're not talking like just she liked Sleeping Beauty. I think it was like an obsession. Her room was pink, she wore pink dresses, she had a Sleeping Beauty birthday party, the whole bit. She likes it. So we weren't going for the rat. We weren't going for the rides. We were going to see Sleeping. We had a mission for this Disney trip, all right? So we pile into the minivan, which I swore I would never own. And for 16 hours, we're driving down to Florida, and I get cartoons in my ears because we've got to entertain the children with the little DVD player, right? And so, 16 hours of, don't touch me, stop touching me, are we there yet? I gotta go to the bathroom. You've driven with children. It's not fun. All right? And as soon as we hit the Florida border, I kid you not, it's like the minivan had a sense of its own. The AC crapped out on me. Middle of June. Now, when Florida talks about record temperatures, they ain't playing. All right? It was 110 degrees that day. We couldn't roll the windows down because it was too hot. We couldn't keep them up because the thing turned into an oven. And of course, I had budgeted for a new AC system in my vacation budget, right? That's something I thought of. Not so much. So we get to the park, finally. Hot, sweaty, miserable. Paid Walt's incredible ransom, which I can only assume is to keep his frozen head intact somewhere, right? The prices that they charge. So we get there, and it was 125 degree heat index on the day that we went to the park. Okay, it was miserably hot. The soles of our shoes are melting on the asphalt. Okay, but we had a mission. We were there for Sleeping Beauty. So we're ready. I scoped it out. I had scouted it out. We didn't care about any of the stuff on Main Street. We went straight to the back of the park where they keep all the princesses. As soon as we walked in that gate, we were going to go see Sleeping Beauty. Okay, we're going to get this over with. So we rush back. I'm knocking over old ladies. And we get back to the back of the park. We get in line, and we get to the princesses. And had I thought this through, I would have known, but Sleeping Beauty don't wake up until noon. So she wasn't there. So we had to go back into the sweltering park. So from the moment we planned our Disney vacation, this is kind of what we expected, right? This is the dream. This is what you're told. What I got was this. All right? It was so miserably hot that after we left the princesses, we did a little bit of stuff in the park. We finally found a restaurant with AC to grab a bite to eat. And my boy, I can't make this stuff up, started crying, Dad, please, don't make me go back out to Disney. A sentence that I don't think any other child has ever uttered in the history of the Disney World. All right, but it was true. I won that situation because he fell asleep in my lap, and the rest of the family had to go back in the park while I chilled with an iced tea in the AC. It was awesome. But so the time came, and we went back to the princess line, hoping that Sleeping Beauty is awake. Okay? We go back through the line. Now remember, this is miserable. We are not having a good experience. But this is what we remember from the trip. Sleeping Beauty was there. She was in character. She was on point. That's my daughter Sophia and my wife, who, terrible judge of character, but I totally married up. But it was 125 degrees for Sleeping Beauty too. And I didn't have that big heavy dress on. I didn't have 20 pounds of makeup on. I didn't have 30 pounds of hairspray and a tiara. But she was there, and she was in character, and she was on point. And I kid you not, I can't make this stuff up. while we were in the tent with Sleeping Beauty, the clouds rolled in, the temperature dropped 25 degrees, the rest of our day was absolutely fantastic. Now, maybe my attitude had changed just a little bit, I don't know. But the rest of the day was fantastic. The only reason I really remember all the ugly stuff is because it's in the presentation and I tell the story all the time. But you ask my kids, you ask my daughter, what she remembers from this vacation, it's this moment right here. And I tell you this for a reason, not because you guys are Disney, but because you don't know what has happened to your members before they get to your branch. I don't know what brings your members to your branch, and every member is different, but I can guarantee you it has to deal with money. And what's more important, what's more personal than that besides who takes care of your children? Okay, we don't know if they were cut off in traffic. We don't know if they were being nagged at by their spouse for not making a deposit or not paying a bill. We don't know if they're about to have their utilities turned off that weekend and they're in seeing you. We don't know what brought them to you, but we need to be in character every single time because we don't know which one of our members have gone through that own personal hell to get to you guys.